Did I scare ya? Doesn't my new OC look wonderful? Let's see, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. So, ugh. Seriously? This is my friend. She does have a YouTube channel. It's called Fia Flameheart. Go show her some love. Now go back in the vents!
But I don't wanna.
Fine, but I'm trying to tell a story here, so stay quiet.
Can I have night food at least?
Maybe later. Now let's begin. But first, let me tell you what kind of universe she's in. She lives in a crossover universe with her being the main character. The crossover is FNAF and Marvel. She is the adoptive daughter of William Afton and later turns out to be a superhero. Explaining her scars. Now yes, her outfit will change throughout the video. If it didn't, it just wouldn't be a good story now, would it? To start her story at the very beginning. Whoa, 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 that's too far. Maybe not at the very beginning. She was born in a rather large town, which I never decided the name for. Her mother and father were very caring, and they treated her well. At the age of 5, her dad began to work double time. She doesn't have wolf ears here, but she might have them later if you want me to continue the story past her backstory. Now, due to her father's work, that meant he was away a lot, so her mother would be at home all the time. As she got older, she started to wonder more and more about where her dad was while he was away. So one day, she followed him. And what she saw made her sick. Her dad was cheating on her mother. She ran home to tell her mother what happened and what she saw. All she heard that night was screaming. At the age of 7, her mom left because her dad wouldn't stop cheating on her. He began to, let's just say gulping. At first he was sweet to his daughter, but as he grew an addict to gulping, he became more and more cruel. He started to play rough with her, and she would end up with more and more bruises every day. He would make her clean the house every day. And no matter how hard she tried to please her father, it always ended up the same. Yelling, roughhousing, and then crying. At the age of 17, she finally had enough. She didn't want to deal with the roughhousing and the constant gulping anymore. She packed food and her coat, and she ran. She ran as fast as she could. She didn't want to look back. She never wanted to go to that place ever again. She rested in an alleyway, not knowing where she was. She didn't care. She was just glad she was out of there. Later that night, she was walking through a different, longer alleyway. She discovered something she'd never seen before. It was a robot. An old, broken down, wiry robot. It was powered down, but she could tell it's been through a lot. With hesitation, she slowly flipped on the power switch. Immediately, the robot began to power on. It was scared of her. The girl easily gained its trust. Its voice was so broken. A day passed, and improvements were barely made on her voice. A man emerged from the shadows. She had never heard something so ridiculous. Bow down to a stranger? Her eyes turned red. She wouldn't stop moving toward her. She tried to run, but she stopped her with her wires. She couldn't escape. She wrapped herself around her, and she squeezed. There was a shriek of pain all over her body. She couldn't move. She yelled at Mangle to stop. The man just smiled. Mangle kept squeezing. Eventually, it killed her. The man laughed and returned to the shadows. Mangle tried her best to fix her. She tried to replace her broken parts with parts of her robotic manner. She tried to spark her heart to life, but nothing was working. Mangle fell asleep, crying. She seemed to be dead, but alive at the same time. 3 weeks passed with no luck of completely fixing Mangle. Due to no sleep or food for 3 weeks, she fell asleep into a hibernation state. An hour later, William and Michael found her. They decided to take her home and help her. And that's her backstory. That's how she met the Aftons. A long time later, she got all her other features. They decided to adopt her. If you guys want me to continue this story to finish telling you the story of her, tell me in the comments. Please consider subscribing and have a good day!